And record. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I am a part of a company called HB Naturals. I'm so incredibly honored to have you on this call this evening and to be able to share this knowledge with you. We've got a 3-day liver detox coming up here very soon. And I know Megan is going to really dive into this here in a second, and she's going to be our first speaker. But the liver is the largest organ in the body and is after the skin. I mean, obviously, our skin is an organ as well, and is found in the upper right portion of the abdominal cavity. The liver has been identified as having over 500 vital sections. We've got an amazing liver detox coming up here at the end of the month, and we just want to make sure that you know that that's coming up, which is why we're doing the call tonight. And we want to share with you how important this liver detox is. We've got some amazing people coming on tonight that are going to talk to you about the importance of a liver detox. And we are going to start with Megan, because Megan is the champion of the liver detox for this company. And so, Megan, I'm going to turn it over to you, if you don't mind.
Right. Yeah. So I was just going to give my personal testimonial about this 3-day liver cleanse. I personally try to do this about once a season. And every time I do it, it gets a bit easier and I'm having deeper results. So I'll just give you a little rundown. My first time that I did this 3-day cleanse was over the winter, and I was coming out of having been exposed to black mold. So I was bedridden coming out of that for about 6 weeks, where, just chronic fatigue, the dark circles under my eyes, just brain fog, and nothing was really pulling me out of it. And we were doing this as a group. So I jumped right into this 3-day liver cleanse, and the results that I saw from it were absolutely amazing. One thing I do want to note about this cleanse is it's not intimidating. It's very easy, and you still can eat during this. We just have you on a clean diet. So coming out of this, it felt like a total reset to me. I have some before and after photos as well, where, before you can see just things looking uneven on my face, just depletion, dark under eye circles. And in the photos alone, you can really see what the 3 days did for me. I'm brighter, cheery looking, the under eye circles are gone. Internally for me, it really reset my circadian rhythm. I noticed that I didn't any longer have cravings for sugar coming out of it, just better energy, the mental clarity. And then you're really starting to crave the salads and the greens and the good healthy foods coming out of this. So if you're looking to make an improvement in your health in any direction, starting out with this 3-day cleanse is a great jumpstart for you. And again, it's super simple. We have the fulvic involved. The green superfoods are incredible as well. This is a mixture of all sorts of things I used to get separately, including spirulina, chlorella, turmeric, all in one. And it also is packed full of ancient Ayurvedic herbs that are really beneficial towards your liver and your kidneys. So if you're familiar with Ayurveda, then you're going to definitely recognize some of the ingredients in those green superfoods. And they really do nourish you. So even though you're eating a little bit cleaner, you're not finding yourself very hungry. You're not finding yourself craving the junk food just even on day 2 of this cleanse. We also have the herbal detox tea, another masterful blend here that we'll talk a little bit more about. I drink this anyway all throughout the day. It's my favorite. It tastes great. As I brew it, it fills my house with a beautiful cinnamon type of aroma. So that's going to be included in it. And then, of course, we have the fulvic. As many of you know, I'm an absolute fulvic fanatic. I educate on it all day long. For me, fulvic changed my life as well, from having years and years of chronic fatigue to just having the best energy of my life. And so if you're looking to get back on track, I definitely think this 3-day cleanse is it. And then you can, stick with the superfoods and the fulvic for continued maintenance and energy. So I can't speak more highly of this. If you're on the fence, definitely take a chance. And it's amazing to do this with a group, because it really provides you with that group support and that accountability that so often we need to just kind of get all in. So that's all I got for you on that. And I'm happy to jump in at the end too for more testimonial if you'd like, if there's time. Thanks, Tina.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Megan. And let me just give a big shout out to Megan. Megan is climbing the ranks in this company so incredibly fast. It's almost mind blowing. And I forgot this part. Megan lives in Florida. She is a part time mermaid. And if you did not see the picture of her and her niece in their mermaid tails, it's absolutely adorable. And as she said, she's a fulvic fanatic. And she's done this cleanse 3 times. So for our team, Megan and I are we came in here together with a couple other people that brought the fulvic on, and Megan has been the absolute stronghold for this team in the liver detox, and so I'm so thankful for her. We are going to bring up Miss Jody Isolani next, and I never know if I say that right. Jody, if you can unmute for
Yep.
me.
Isolini.
Isolini, there we go. Thank you. Very Italian, very spaghetti-like.
Yes,
Yes. So
yes.
Jody and I have known each other since we were elementary school kids, dancing on the flat top. Like they would play disco music and we would do line dances together. But on a professional level, Jody has had 33 years of healthcare experience with a focus on microbiology. And if you missed her education call on fulvic acid at the cellular level, please comment below or send one of us a message or your sponsor a message. Let's do it that way. And they can get you that call, because it was absolutely mind blowing to know Jody's understanding of fulvic acid at the cellular level where it helps the most. And I know this call is about the liver detox, which Jody has done. And I'm so excited for her to share that with you. She is a Reiki level 1 integrated energy therapy master instructor and unlimited breath practitioner. Megan, you got off the hook with this one, but Jody, for the speakers tonight, I asked for something that was funny.
Something that was funny. Well, but what I think is funny may not be what they think is funny. What I think is funny is this as a result of the liver cleanse.
Just in general, but you can share that.
Oh, that's what I was focusing on, was the liver cleanse. And let me tell you, I think I get my whole colon clean now right in the morning. And to me, that is funny. It's probably not funny to other people, but that's not something that I have ever been able to say my whole entire life. I've always had digestive issues. So this liver cleanse has been amazing in that alone. And it makes me smile every day. Maybe it's not funny, but it makes me feel good.
Well, you get the poopy award on that. So how
I get the
is
poop. Yeah, send me the poop emojis.
so how is your experience with the liver cleanse, and what led you to believe that you needed that?
Well, I was having a conversation with a friend today about this because I have been in healthcare for so long. And people often say, well, I don't need to detox because that's what my liver does. Well, yes. But, back in the caveman days when we ate real food, and things our body could recognize, our body could handle that, but it can't handle all that we put it through in the air, in the water, in the food that we eat, and on the products that we put on our body. Our liver is so taxed. And I put a little quote up the other day, working in healthcare, towards the end of my working there, we were having 7-8-year-old kids that were having liver biopsies because their livers are damaged at that age already. So liver cleanse, super important. I've done liver cleanses for years. They're usually very harsh on you and hard on you. And these liver cleanses through HBN have been the most gentle, and I've gotten the best results, because in the end, I was able to have my digestion working, and I've not been able to succeed in that before. So that's a huge, huge win for me. To me, our gut is everything. Yes, our liver, but our gut, we've got to be able to process that stuff. And if we're not, so this liver cleanse it's been amazing. And as you can see, I'm outside, I'm running around, running errands today. But I wanted to make sure I hopped on to share that.
That is amazing. Let me there we go. So let's back up a moment, because you said something that really like struck my heart. Kids and liver. Can you expand a little bit
Right.
about that on the microbiologist point of view?
Well, maybe not, maybe just on like a healthcare point of view. But our kids they already have fatty livers. when they're really, really little. And that is purely, you used to be able to say that was from alcohol. That's what caused fatty liver. But we know now that's not correct. And when we've got 7 and 8 year olds, that liver, that's their detoxification. If they can't detoxify at 7 years old, what is their prognosis for their life? And I talked about that in my talk about a healthy person versus a non-healthy person. You can take two people that are the same age, and one can look 20 years older and one can look 20 years younger. And so by us doing these liver cleanses and cleaning out those detoxification pathways, puts us in a better position to be the one that looks 20 years younger. And, so we've got to help these kids. This liver detox is very gentle, and I don't know if I can recommend it for everybody, but I would. It's all superfoods. It's all natural, holistic, organic superfoods. I would definitely say that this needs to be in everybody's arsenal.
That's awesome. Jody, thank you so much. Next
you.
up, we have Miss Cheryl. And Cheryl is just amazing. She's got so many people that trust her for health knowledge, and just sharing the products and how she can help them. She is a holistic nutritionalist. Like that right there is a golden seal of approval. She has taught on brain health and perspectives of aging at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. She lives, or wait, biodynamic. I had to Google that today, Cheryl. And multi-generational farm in beautiful Vancouver Island. So tell me a little bit about the biodynamic, right? Is that right?
Yeah, it is right. Everybody says you need to go organic. And I do want to stress organic is amazing if you know the practices of that country that it's coming out of. Ability. I've gone to organic foods or farms and found chemicals there that they're allowed to have legally. So we don't do that. What we do is what's called biodynamically. We do companion planting, but we also run things through our farm. Like we move our chickens around, they fertilize everything, they eat the old stuff, they eat the bugs. We put praying mantis in our garden so that it brings beneficial bugs. We plant at certain times so that we have the right temperatures, the right moon cycles, so that you have the right sprouting of your seeds. We haven't gone too far as peeing on our seeds yet, but we do put them in our mouth and spit them out. And the reason we do that is we're trying to get the bacteria in our seed, so it's in our soil, that matches what our bodies are needing naturally. And this was the way we used to eat all the time. So, as a little bit about biodynamic farming, you'll find all kinds of things out there. We don't follow them all, but we do follow the fact that we have to live seasonally. We have to live the way our ancestors did because our bodies are made that way. Nothing more than that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's one of the things we've been talking about lately are the seasonal soups.
Yeah. Yeah. And I am posting a lot of them because a lot of people think that we can go fasting without needing to eat anything, but that's not necessarily true. We need to nourish the body, and soup is one of the most nourishing foods out there because everything that you put in the soup pot stays in the soup pot, so you're not losing anything. And then the food is usually mushy enough, I guess I'll just call it mushy enough, that it's already pre-digested, so it's not bothering the digestive system as much as if you're trying to eat raw, which is great. I'm not putting raw down, but it just helps ease the body's ability to digest. And that's really key when we're going into detoxing season, or we're going into changing things up, is that we can get the nutrients to us and get things out of our body. Yeah.
So what can you share with us from your holistic advice point of view on the importance of a fall liver cleanse?
Well, I always said, and I'm going to be perfectly honest here, because when I joined, I said, I'm not going to be involved with a liver cleanse because we don't really need to do it. I'm that one that believed if you ate the way you were supposed to eat, everything would be great.
Right.
But we don't live the way our ancestors live anymore. So that just throws everything out. We've evolved in the food industry about 100 years, where everything's really, really quick and we've got all that stuff. But our bodies are still however old they were when we first got them. So the only thing that's happened is we've lost enzymes. We've lost the ability to break the foods down, to be able to utilize the nutrients the same way. And then we've added all these chemicals. And today I watched something come out on TikTok about a nutritionist that actually said, doesn't matter what you eat, just as long as you eat, and it's all got to do with calories. But she worked for Kraft, and that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of chemicals in our food, and there's a lot of stuff our bodies don't know what to do with. So we have to clean that out regularly. And I did my first ever liver cleanse a couple months ago, and I'm actually was quite surprised because I thought, again, you didn't really need to do them, but the emotional stuff that came out was just stunning. And that was something the liver also deals with, is our emotions. And if you've gone through, and I'm sorry to keep talking, but if you have not lived or if you've lived stress-free the last 3 years, can I come to your house and live? Because nowhere I've lived or nowhere anybody I know has not had a lot of stress in their life lately. Right? Put your hand up. Do you have stress
Raise
in your
your
life?
hand. Like there's an emoji button someplace on here. Raise your hand if you've had stress in the past 3 years. I mean, everything that we have gone through, and I know my stepdad was a veterinary acupuncturist that was trained in traditional Chinese medicine, and he knew that energy flow. And when you have that blocked energy, you have bad health, and your energy can be stored in your liver. Is that right, Cheryl? Am I getting that right?
Yeah. Everything is, your hormones are stored in there. And we recycle our hormones out through our body. We take certain components, we reutilize them, we reutilize amino acids, and all of these things then get stored up in our system, and they get stored in the liver. So the liver is great for anger. It loves to hang on to anger. It loves to hang on to upset and stress, and all that kind of stuff. And I thought I was walking along pretty kind of even keel for a while there, to only find out that I still have a little bit of anger towards maybe my government or maybe, other components about what's going on here.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm in Canada, so I got a little bit different rules here, and that's been kind of stressful too. So.
Absolutely. Cheryl, thank you so much. You are a complete gift to this company, to your clients, and to your team, because your leadership and your love and your passion. And Jody and Megan, you guys as well. I feel so blessed to be working alongside of all of you. So thank you very, very much for stepping up tonight. It was like, I need speakers for tonight on the liver cleanse. So thank you for providing that value. Let me go now to a share screen. We have got a couple things going on right now. If the, let me get rid of that. Sorry. So the Detox Divas are inviting you to a 3-day liver cleanse. If this information was helpful to you, please reach out to the person that invited you to this call and share with your friends. I know a lot of the leaders have some gift cards that they can share with you to get some extra money off of that call. You're going to want to add the lymph detox too. I have the lymph detox around here, in my armpits, under my breast, and then in my groin area. And you can get that oil for almost free when you buy the 3-day liver cleanse and you have that gift card. So the 3-day liver cleanse is going to start Friday, September 30th. It will go through the weekend. The group that your sponsor will add you to is going to give you the guidelines on what to do, what to eat, how much water to drink. They're going to make it so simple. And as Miss Megan said in the beginning of the call, it is one of the most gentlest detoxes that she's had and done in the past. So it's something that you can fit into your life without fitting your life into a detox. Does that make sense? And don't forget, we also have the back to school kit, immune essentials that are going to be so important for your children. We've got the fulvic, we've got different essential oils in there that are going to help your children not become a petri dish. And I heard that from my son, who does not support or get on this board, but he called his children a petri dish, my grandchildren. So I'll be sending them a kit. But this kit right here is going to help your kids, your grandchildren, your daycare children, anyone that you know with children, help build that immune response when they get put into the petri dish of public education and they're exposed to all of the other things. So we are about out of time, so I don't want to keep this. Let me go to next week. Dr. Prado is going to be teaching on CBD, and y'all know that is my absolute passion. Miss Landy, who is my team lead, one of them, is going to be hosting the call next week. She and I alternate. And the Detox Divas are going to be bringing you an education on CBD. And if you've seen any of my own educations on that before, I'm like, I don't know if I'll sleep between now and then. Directly following this call at 7:35 Central Time, that's where I'm at. We've got 10, we're ahead of schedule. Coach Marcus is going to do a business opportunity call for all of you. If this part of the education and sharing with people and sharing your love and sharing your passion and helping other people feel better, if you know anyone that wants to make, that needs some additional cash, needs some additional finances, especially with what's going on right now, Coach Marcus is doing an opportunity call directly following this. So I'm going to pop back over to the chat real quick, stop share. And if anyone has any testimonies, any testimony that they would like to share, if you would just unmute yourself. Let me unpin me. Oh, Miss Kelsey asked to unmute. Did you have something to say, Kelsey, or were you raising your hand for something before? That must have been before. Does anyone else have a testimony for the liver cleanse that we're about to partake in together as a team that they would like to share on the call?
I am
Coach
one.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'm walking up the stairs so I can get ready for the next Zoom. I know a few months ago when we did the first one, the 3-day liver cleanse, I was, on the 90-day weight loss challenge, and I had reached a plateau. And so I decided to do the liver cleanse challenge, those 3 days, that weekend. And I lost like 7 pounds in 3 days. And so that helped me get past that plateau I have. So I had it at that time. So the stuff, it works, guys. So it's amazing stuff. So just wanted to hop on and share that.
You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And he mentioned something too, the 90-day weight loss challenge. If you are going to join the liver challenge, the liver detox challenge, and you need to lose weight or develop a healthier lifestyle, they say that it takes 21 days to create a healthier lifestyle. So the company puts out a 90-day weight loss challenge that you are more than welcome to join as well. Just reach out to the person that invited you to this call and get the details on that, because the company will pay you up to $500 to lose weight. And I know I have several people that lost weight in the first part of this year and earned a substantial amount of money. Just by making better choices. There's meal plans, there's water intake, there's coaching support, there are nutritionalists that are on board to help you get through that. So next week, let me go back to share screen real quick. Oh, I did that one already. Never mind. Stop share. And, how do we get out of there? All right, so thank you all so much for joining the call this evening. I am super excited to see how many of you are going to be joining us on the liver detox and maybe even make some money for losing weight. Right now is the time to commit to yourself, because what I've been telling my team is I do not want to take any baggage into the next year. And if I can drop 10, 15 pounds before the year ends, as well as detox my liver, I'm entering 2023 with amazing results. So thank you all very much for being on the call tonight. Appreciate you. See you next week.